Imagine a world where genetic diseases are a thing of the past, where we can edit baby's DNA before birth, ensuring they can be or can have a healthier, stronger, even a better life. Sounds like science fiction, right? But in 2018, a Chinese scientist named He Jiankui claimed that he made it reality using the revolutionary CRISPR technology. He modified the genes of two twin girls to make it resistant to HIV. However, what seemed like an extraordinary scientific breakthrough quickly turned into one of the biggest scandals in biological history. So, did Jiang Kui made a groundbreaking discovery, or did he cross an ethical line he shouldn't have? It all started in Shenzhen, China, where He Jiankui, a young researcher, was fascinated by CRISPR-Cas9, that is a tool capable to editing genes with surgical precision. So his dream was to use it to prevent diseases before a baby was even born. With this goal in mind, he recruited couples where the father was HIV positive, and his plan disabled the CCR5 gene, that is a getaway for the virus to enter to the human body. And he worked in secret, assuring everyone that it was safe and that science was on his side. When the twin girls, that was Lulu and Nana, were born, He Jiankui announced this experiment to all the world. But he didn't do it in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. He did it on YouTube. We have an open a new era in genetic editing, he proudly said. But the reaction was immediate and brutal. His fellow scientists were stunned. No one had tested whether editing human embryos was truly safe. No one knew if these genetic changes could affect future generations. He had broken every ethical and safety rule in biomedical research. So, what Yang Kui had done wasn't just risky, it was also illegal. China arrested him and sentenced him for 3 years in prison for illegal medical practices. And the scientific community reinforced regulations on genetic editing. But there was an even bigger problem. His experiments were incomplete. Some cells in the twins had the modified gene, but others did not. No one knew what side effect could emerge over all the time. And even worse, there were suspicions that the CCR5 gene didn't just affect the HIV resistance, but also affect memory and intelligence. So could he have changed something else without realizing it? This leaves us a big question. How far are we willing to go with genetic editing? CRISPR gives us an incredible power. We can cure hereditary diseases, we can strengthen the immune system, even we can design custom babies. But if we cross that certain ethical line, we could alter human nature and in unpredictable ways. He Jiankui rushed ahead and he paid for the price. But his experiment is a warning for the future. It's not a matter if someone will try it again, but when and how. Are we ready to make those decisions? The story of Jiang Kui teaches us a clear lesson that science advances rapidly, but ethics must advance with it. genetic editing holds an enormous potential, but it's also a great risk. What we see as a scandal today might be remembered in the future as the first step in a genetic revolution, or perhaps as a mistake that taught us to be more cautious. The future of biotechnology is in our hands, but the real question is, what will we do with it?